Hey, I'm Alan. Welcome to Bros Fitness. Welcome to tonight's yoga class. My goal is not just to create videos, but to inform and motivate you. So comment, subscribe, or follow along at brosfitness.com. Tonight we're going to be moving through 60 minutes of asana intended to promote relaxation in order to start bedtime. I respectfully request everyone turn off your cameras and mute your microphones so that everyone can see and hear me clearly. Let's get started. If you don't have a towel with you, now would be a great time to grab one. As well, if you have any blocks, or a large book or something nearby, that would also be a great time to grab one. Go ahead and meet me at the front of your mat. Go ahead and find yourself and take any subtle movements that you need to. When you're ready, extend your palms forward, bring your shoulders down your back, extend your chest up. Close your eyes if it's in your practice tonight. Begin to bring focus to your breath, and on an inhale, send your arms above your body. And exhale, come down for a prayer pose in front of heart center. Inhale up, and exhale, fold over your body. We're going to take this really slow, so go ahead and find a bend in your knees and bring your chest over your knees. Grab opposing elbows, and we'll come into a modified ragdoll pose. Extend through the upper body. Begin to activate your Ujjayi breath by bringing constriction to the back of the throat, making a sound similar to the sound of waves moving in the ocean. When you're ready, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bend forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, come down for a cactus pose. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, swan dive back down. Grab opposing elbows and we'll come back into ragdoll. Begin to sway from side to side, keeping attention on your breath. When you're ready, press your palms down. Bring your foot behind you and find yourself coming down into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, come down for a prayer pose. We'll stay here for a couple of rounds of breath on your own time. Keep the constriction in the back of your throat, activating your Ujjayi breath and warming the body. Although it's bedtime, take a moment to set an intention for tonight's practice. Perhaps it's forgiving yourself for something you weren't able to make it to tonight, or it's thanking yourself for everything you made it to today. When you're ready, open your eyes and inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, we'll find a twist on the right side, bringing our right hand behind our body and our left hand to our right knee. Go ahead and look over your right shoulder. Inhale, bring your low belly in as you knit the ribs in. Go ahead and look over your right shoulder, extending up through the crown. When you're ready, release your left hand and bring it to your left knee, right hand to your right knee, and bring your left hand behind your body and extend your arms up. And we'll go ahead and bring our left hand behind our body and our right hand to our left knee. Go ahead and look over your left shoulder. Inhale, extend through the crown, bring the low belly in. Exhale, bring the ribs in closer to your body. When you're ready, release your right hand, bring it to your right knee, bring your left hand to your left knee, and we'll take a few rounds of cat and cow on your own breath. When you inhale, extend your chest to the sky and look up. Exhale, round and bring your chin into your chest. We'll move through this a couple of times. on your own breath. Come back to center. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms out. We'll stay here for a few rounds of breath, looking up to the sky on an inhale. And exhale, round the shoulders in. Inhale, up. Engage, keep the core engaged, the low belly up towards your body. Exhale, around the back just a little bit. And inhale, come back up. Send your arms up. And exhale, come down for prayer pose. Inhale, send your hands up above your body. Bring your right hand out towards the right side. If you'd like to bring it down, we're going to engage in a small neck release. Bring your left hand to your left side. If you'd like to join me, bringing our right hands up, look forward, and drop your ear to your left shoulder. Finding a small stretch in the right side of your neck and shoulders. When you're ready, come back to center. Exhale, release your right hand down. Send your left hand to the left side of your body. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Press your palm. When you're ready, come back to center and release to the left side. I'm going to come back to face the top of my mat. When you're ready, begin to walk your hands over your body. If you haven't taken the opportunity yet, switch the grips on your seated position by bringing your other foot forward. And as you're ready, go ahead and walk, hinging at the hips with your hands on the mat. Press your palms into the earth, extend through the crown from the coccyx. Engage the lower belly, knit the ribs in. Bring focus back to your breath. Walk your hands back to your body. Take your hands behind your body and press your palms into the earth, bringing an opening to the chest. Bring your gaze up if it's accessible for you, or you can go ahead and remain just looking forward. If it's accessible, go ahead and close your eyes and we'll stay here for a couple of rounds of breath, feeling a stretch in the biceps and opening the shoulders and the chest. When you're ready, walk your hands closer together. If you'd like to bring in a towel, this is a good time to use it, or if you have a little bit more flexibility in your shoulders, you can bring your fists together or come to a prayer pose. Wherever you're at, let's begin by bringing our hands behind our body. I've got a towel with me tonight, but I'm probably going to move into the fist one. So continue to inhale, bring your chest up and your shoulders down your back. Lift your hands off the ground, engaging in a shoulder stretch. If you're using the towel, inhale and begin to walk your hands closer together. If you're with me and you're pressing your fists together, keep your hands away from your body, but your fists touching. Engage the front of your chest, and when you're ready, we'll release this bind. Begin to walk your hands forward and come over your legs, and we'll meet in a tabletop pose. When you're ready, inhale and extend your gaze up for cow pose. Arch the back. Keep your toes tucked. Exhale, round the upper back and look towards your navel. Inhaling and exhaling on your own breath, on your own time. Go ahead and move through cat and cow sequence. sit back into your hips, tuck your toes, or untuck your toes, and we'll come into an extended child's pose by extending our hands out and making space between our legs for our torso. If it's more accessible for you, you can go ahead and walk your hands out. If you have a pillow nearby or a yoga bolster, this would be a great time to grab one, bringing it under your body. This is just a standard couch pillow. It kind of looks like a yoga bolster. If you have a block or something, that'll also work. We're going to stay here for a couple of rounds of breath. When you're ready, we'll come back into child's pose. Body over whatever object is. If you have a pillow, go ahead and relax into it. Alternatively, if you have a block, go ahead and rest your forehead on it. If it feels better, bring your focus on pressing the block down towards your nose to promote relaxation. If this is not relaxing for you, you can go ahead and bring awareness away from this by pressing the entirety of your forehead into the block. Not hard, just enough to bring your focus away from the press we just did before. However, if you're here with me, go ahead and press into the top near the third eye. When you're ready, walk your hands back towards your body. And if you've gone ahead and pressed into the third eye, go ahead and press with your fingers very lightly, moving the space back towards your nose. As you're ready, go ahead and move your fingers along the sides of your brows, being gentle as you make it towards the temples. We'll do this one more time. Go ahead and press, massage lightly at the third eye, the space between your brows. When you're ready, go ahead and move your thumbs outward along your brows, taking care when you reach towards the temple. When you're ready, come back down to your block or your pillow, wherever you're at. As you inhale, extend your crown from the crown to the coccyx. As you exhale, relax your hips just a little bit more. Walk your hands back, and we'll meet back in tabletop pose. If you have any objects around you, now would be a great time to just lightly move them, as we're going to be moving our body off the mat and to the right and to the left, meeting in tabletop pose. When you're ready, inhale, send your left arm up to the side or to the front. As you're ready, go ahead and thread it under your right hand on your right side and begin to walk your right hand away from your body. Inhale, bring your right hips back, set your left hips forward. Inhale, send energy into your back. Walk your right hand back to your body. Press up. Extend your right hand back up to the sky and come back down. Press your left hand into the mat. Send your right arm up, and we'll go ahead and thread it through to the left side. Begin to walk your left hand away from your body. Feel a stretch on the right side. Send your left hip back, your right hip forward. Keep breathing. Keep noticing your breath. If you've let your mind wander, bring it back to your breath. Returning constriction to the back of the throat, engage your Ujjayi breath. As you inhale, extend from the coccyx to the crown, and as you exhale, can you release anything that's not serving you? Begin to walk your left hand back towards your body. Press into the earth and bring your right hand back to center. We'll come back into child's pose. Make room for the torso. If you had a block before, go ahead and try it without. Extend your forehead to the mat. And if it's comfortable for you, go ahead and rock your head back and forth on the mat. Walk your hands back to center. If you have a block or a book, bring it underneath your hips as you sit back towards your heels. We'll remain here for a couple of rounds of breath. If you'd like to maintain your hands on your thighs, that's perfect. If you'd like to inhale and bring them up and come down into a prayer pose, we'll relax as we extend up through the body. When you're ready, inhale, send your arms above your body. And exhale, we'll go ahead and bring our hand to our right side. And exhale, extend our left hand over to our right side. Come back to center on an inhale. Bring your right hand up. Exhale, grab your left hip with your left hand, and we'll extend over the right hand over the left side. When you're ready, come back to center. If you have another block, this is a great time to grab one and place it under your hips. As you're comfortable, walk your feet underneath your knees. And we'll come into Malasana, the yoga squat. If it's in your practice tonight, you can go ahead and remove the blocks. I really like this position with the blocks. Press all four corners of the feet into the earth. Feel engagement as you press your knees into your elbows and your elbows into your knees. Feel the inner groin and the inside parts of the thigh engage as you press the insides of your feet into the earth, feeling all four corners press in. Engage the glutes, engage the lower belly. If it's in your practice, bring your navel to your back. Extend up through the crown. If it's accessible, bring your palms closer towards heart center. Pressing out just a little bit more into your squat as you exhale. If it's in your practice tonight, you can go ahead and walk your feet closer together as you bend and hinge at the hips. I'm not going to continue here through this motion. However, if you are able to, you can go ahead and drop your shoulders down and begin to move your hands closer behind your back. If you're with me, however, continue to bring your hands back to center in front of your heart, pressing into the sides of your elbows into your knees or your thighs. If you've taken this variation on the yoga squat, begin to walk your feet back out and we'll come back to center. When you're ready, press your palms into the earth. behind to the sides of your body. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and remove one of your blocks. And we'll come down onto our sit bones, placing our feet into the earth. Hug your knees into your chest. And when you're ready, go ahead and extend them out, finding yourself pressing your palms into the earth in Dandasana. Bring your right foot towards your groin. And as you inhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Keep the left toes engaged and the left leg engaged. If you're ready, go ahead and support yourself by grabbing onto your right leg. Bring your right hand behind your body and hook your left elbow onto your right knee, finding a stretch over your right side body, opening the chest. Roll your shoulders down your back. Bring your gaze behind your body. Look towards the center of the room. And when you're ready, release the bind on your right side. On your left side, rather. Send your right leg out. Press your palms into the earth. When you're ready, walk your foot back. Hug your left leg in. When you're ready, bring your right hand behind your body and tuck your right elbow into your left knee. Go ahead and release your elbow, and we'll come back to center, releasing the left leg out. Extend your palms into the earth, your legs out. Open your chest as you roll your shoulders down your back. Look up towards the sky if it's accessible for you. Engage the lower belly. Begin to walk your hands behind you, coming down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. If you bent one of your legs during that time, it's okay. If you brought your feet to the earth, that's also all right. When you're ready, press your palms into the earth, keeping all four corners of both feet tucked into the earth as you extend your hips to the sky. Inhale. We'll come into bridge pose. We'll stay here for a couple of rounds of breath on your own time. Engage through the insides of the thighs. Point your toes, keeping your knees on parallel to their second and your third toes. When you're ready, drop your hips down to the ground. And inhale, bring your knees to your chest. Exhale, extend your body out. Keep moving. I'm going to grab some water. Inhale, lift your knees to your chest. Exhale, extend out. Inhale one more time up. As you exhale, hug your knees in just a little bit closer to your chest. When you're ready, drop both feet to the ground. And as you're ready, we'll drop our knees to the right side and come up, pressing up into a comfortable seated position. We'll come over our legs and come into tabletop pose. Tuck your toes and exhale. Press your hips to the sky. We're coming into one of our few downward facing dogs for the evening. If this isn't in your practice tonight, you can take child pose, making space for the upper torso. If you're with me, go ahead and pedal out your feet. Bring a really intense bend to your right leg as you extend, trying to bring your heel on your left side down to the mat. Wrap the biceps forward, bringing the eyes of the elbows back. Straighten the right leg and bend the left, finding the same stretch on the right side. Continue to wrap your shoulders back, bringing your biceps forward, pressing into the earth. Extend both legs out, drop your knees, and extend your hips to the sky just a little bit more. When you're ready, send your right leg up to the sky. And inhale, bring it to your hands, drop your back knee. And we'll stay here. Walk your right foot forward, maintaining the positioning of your hips. Hips over your knee. We're going to block if it's more accessible. We're going to extend our right leg, coming into half splits. Engage the right foot. Keep your hips over your knees. Inhale, can you bring your right hip back and your left hip forward? If you'd like to, you can extend your body over your leg. Or drop your blocks just a little bit lower. Finding a stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Go ahead and find a bend in your knee, maybe. And we'll bend into the hip flexor on the left side. When you're ready, if you'd like to drop your blocks to the largest side to make space, bring your left knee up, send your right leg back, and bend. Send your left foot behind your left body. Come back to center, bringing the knees back together. Drop your right foot down and extend. If you're in downward facing dog and your blocks, if you'd like to come off them, that's fine. If you're finding more space in them, that's okay also. If you'd like to bring them up all the way, however, on your next inhale, send your left leg up. Bring it to your hands. And when you're ready, drop your right knee down. We'll begin to walk our blocks back as we walk our left foot forward and come into the half splits on this side. I took the largest side at first, so I'm going to go ahead and do that too. Engage through the foot. Engage through the hamstrings. If it's accessible for you, you can begin to hinge with the hips forward. Make sure your right knee is stacked over your right hips. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. If this was not in your practice tonight, I hope that you've chosen to come back into child's pose or downward facing dog. Begin to walk your blocks forward. Find a bend in your left foot. Walk your left foot back. If you'd like to, you can continue to use the blocks for making more space. When you inhale, send your right knee up. Send your left leg back to the sky. Bend. This is probably not the greatest spot for that, so you should probably come down to the mat or the flat side of your block. Bend to the right side. Bend, bringing your left foot to your right side. When you're ready, come back to center. Send your left foot up. Drop it down to the mat, and we'll come down onto our knees. We'll come back for a child's pose round. Extend your arms forward. Inhale, extend from the coccyx all the way to the crown. And exhale, release down. Begin to walk your hands back to your knees. bring a block underneath your hips and close your eyes. Inhale, send your arms up, and exhale, come into prayer pose. If you've let your mind wander, this is a great time to bring it back to your breath and your intention. Inhale, constrict the back of your throat, beginning or returning to Ujjayi breath. Engage the lower belly, engage the ribs, round the shoulders to your upper back, and open your eyes. Release your palms down. Begin to walk your body forward. Move your block. Tuck your toes. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg forward. And when you're ready, begin to bring your right knee to your right wrist. Drop your left knee down and we'll come into half pigeon. If you'd like to bring a block underneath your sit bones, this is a great place to place one. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Walk your hands back. If you can bring your leg forward parallel to your mat, that's great. If it's too intense on your knee, that's also okay. Inhale, and if it's accessible for you, you can come down and exhale, coming onto your forearms or all the way over your body. If you'd like to bring a block to rest your head on, like I am, that's also okay. Keep breathing, keep noticing your breath. Inhale, press your forearms into the mat. Exhale, can you come down just a little bit more? If you have a pillow, this is a great time to grab one. Inhale, this is your right hip back and your left hip forward. If you're on your pillow, switch to your right cheek and relax down. Keep your breath moving like the ocean waves crashing. Press your palms into the earth and begin to walk yourself back. Move your pillow, move your blocks. Walk your hands towards your body. Engage your left leg, and when you're ready, send your right leg up to the sky. Bending at the knee, send your right foot to your left side. Come back to center, drop your right leg down. Inhale, send your left leg up. When you're ready, exhale, bring your left knee to your left wrist. If you can bring your foot and your shin parallel to the top of the mat, that's great. Walk your right leg back. Engage through the top of the foot. Inhale, extend from the coccyx to the crown. Send your left hip back, your right hip forward. When you're ready, if you'd like to bring a block under your hips, this is a great time to do so. And then inhale, extend through the crown, and exhale. Let's drop to our forearms, or our chest, or a pillow. We'll stay here for a couple of rounds of breath. Keep breathing on your own breath. Ensure that you're not rounding the shoulders in by keeping the core engaged and the ribs in towards the body. Inhale, press your forearms into the earth. Exhale, let's come on to a pillow or a block. Bring your left hand to your pillow area of the mat. Exhale, relax your left side. When you're ready, we'll switch on to the right cheek. And when you're ready, press your palms into the earth. Remove the pillow. Walk your hands back. Engage your right leg. Bring your block out if you have one. Press your palms into the earth. Engage. Bring your right knee up. And send your left leg up to the sky. Bending at the knee. Send your left leg behind your right side body. And when you're ready, come back to center. We'll stay here for a couple of rounds of breath. If you would like to drop into child pose, now might be a good time. If you're in downward facing dog, bring your gaze to your navel. Wrap the biceps forward. Drop your knees, walk or jump to the top of the mat. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, extend down. Bring a bend into your knees. Extend over your thighs. Grab opposing wrists. When you're ready, inhale, extend all the way up. Find a mini back bend if it's accessible for you. Engage the core, bring the low belly in. Drop the shoulders down and exhale, come into prayer pose. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, grab the left side body with the left hip with your left hand. Extend over the right side. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, bring your right hand to your right hip and extend over to the right side. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, send your left hand behind your left hand behind your body, your right hand forward. Press your palms into the walls in front and behind you. If you'd like to move your gaze from your fingers to your nose, or move your head towards the center of the room, or back towards your index finger and your thumb. Engage through all four corners of the feet. Press into the earth, feeling activation in the inside parts of your thighs. Up through the calf toward the groin. Send your right hip back, your left hip forward, and when you're ready, come back to center, bringing your arms above your body on an inhale. We'll switch sides, send your right hand behind your body, your left hand forward. Wherever your gaze was before, bring it back on an inhale. Left hip back, right hip forward. Drop your shoulder. Press your palms into the earth. Press your palms into the walls. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, prayer pose. Close your eyes. On your next inhale, bring yourself back to your intention that brought you here tonight. Let go of anything that your mind may have wandered to. On your next inhale, send your arms above your body. If it's accessible for you, you can bring them together. And exhale, pressing both down. Come down. Extend over your thighs and press into the earth. Bend at the knees. Walk your right foot back and hinge down into a comfortable seated position. When you're ready, plant your feet and begin to walk your hands back and drop one vertebra at a time onto your mat. Inhale, bring your knees to your chest, and exhale, hug them in. Begin to rock back and forth if it's accessible for you. And as you're ready, extend your left leg out. If you haven't, grab a towel now. Might be a great time to grab one as we're going to come into a modified dancer's pose. We're going to come into a one-legged extension, not dancer's pose. When you're ready, inhale, bring your right knee in just a little bit closer. And as you're ready, go ahead and wrap your foot with your towel. Extend right foot up to the sky, pressing into the towel, feeling a hamstring stretch. Engage the left leg, and when you're ready, begin to drop the right side. Drop your right leg down. If this isn't accessible for you, you can go ahead and bring a bend to your knee, pressing, but keep pressing into your towel. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. I'm going to stop somewhere around here because this is where I'm feeling flexible tonight. Keep your left hand on your left hip. Engage. When you're ready, come back to center and drop your right knee to your chest and come out of the bind. Inhale, bring your knees to your chest. Exhale, drop your right leg down. When you're ready, grab your towel and grab your left leg. And when you're ready, extend it up to the sky, grabbing it with your left hand. Begin to drop it down to the left side. I'm going to stay here because that's probably where I can. If you'd like to, you can bring a bend into your knee. Bring your shoulders down. Close your eyes if it's comfortable. Let's come back to center and drop your knee down. Release the towel and inhale. Bring your right knee up to your chest and hug your knees in. Go ahead and drop your left leg. And we'll take the last part of this. Go ahead and extend, wrapping your towel around your foot, keeping your arm up. We'll come into a dancing Shiva, a modified dancing Shiva, by moving our right leg over our body. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and bend at the knee, but keep extending. Transition by grabbing your left hand and bring your right hand out to your right side body. If you'd like to bring your gaze over to your fingers, you may. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Grabbing your towel with both hands, come back to center, pressing into the towel. Bend at the knee and release your grip. Inhale, bring your left knee up. Hug your knees into your chest. And exhale, extend your right leg. We'll go ahead and wrap our towel around our left foot. And when you're ready, extend to the sky. Grab the towel with your right hand And we'll drop our left foot over to the right side, coming into a modified dancing Shiva. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and bend your leg. Bend the leg that's pressing into the towel. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Keep engaging your ujjayi breath, maintaining warmth in the body. If you'd like to keep your left hand on your hip, that's okay. When you're ready, grab the towel with both hands and come back to center. Extend through and drop your knee down. Walk both feet to your back towards your glutes. Press one hand onto your belly and one hand onto your heart. We'll stay here for a couple of rounds of breath. Feel the inhale filling the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Feel the chest, the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest filling with air. Exhale it all out. Inhale, hug your knees into your chest. Exhale, drop your left leg down. Cross your right leg over and drop your right leg and your left leg to the right side, finding a twist. Looking and bringing your left hand out if it's accessible for you in your practice tonight. Inhale, send your left arm to the sky. Exhale, grab your right knee and come back to home. Walk your feet down to the earth. Inhale, send your right arm up, cross your left leg over, drop your left leg and your right knee over to the left side. Drop your right arm down to the right side. Bring your gaze, if it's accessible, to the right side, towards your fingers or perhaps your thumb. Inhale, bring your arm back to center. Grab your right knee, your left knee, and bring your legs back to home. Drop your grip. Inhale, bring your knees back to your chest. And exhale, begin to rock, coming onto your feet. We'll return to one of our beginning poses. First, we'll bring our legs into Thunderbolt pose. Underneath, bringing our ankles underneath our hips. Plant the sit bones onto your block, onto a pillow. Bring your shoulders down your back. Plant your palms on your thighs. If you'd like to, you can come in to a mudra into a prana mudra by bringing your thumb to your index finger. Keep breathing, engaging your ujjayi breath. Knit the belly into your body and your ribs in. Keep breathing. Keep noticing anything that's not serving you currently. On your next exhale, can you release it? Release the mudra by relaxing your index finger. Bring another block under your hips if that's accessible for you. We're going to return to Malasana very shortly. Relax into the blocks and grab some water. When you're ready, finding a comfortable and safe position, bring your right foot underneath your right knee. Supporting yourself on the right side, do the same to the other side. Begin to walk your feet out, finding space in the upper chest. Bring your palms to heart center. Go ahead and close your eyes if it's in your practice tonight. Earlier, I asked or instructed a variation on Malasana where we begin to walk our feet closer together. If that's in your practice tonight, you can go ahead and do that. Make sure all four corners of both feet are pressing into the mat and that your knees are wide enough, supporting the rest of your body. Wherever you're at, go ahead and try and walk your feet close enough, but keep engaging through all four corners of both feet. Keep pressing into prayer pose. Engage the lower belly, knit the ribs in, relax the shoulders down. When you're ready, walk your feet out wide. Open your eyes. Supporting yourself from behind, we'll walk our feet out first and extend out. If it's comfortable for you, support yourself on one foot and bring out one block. And we'll come in to Dandasana on a block. If it's accessible for you, you can drop your shoulders down just a little bit more. Feel movement through all the toes. I'm going to flip back to my mat. And we're going to move through a small ending sequence. Come off your block and plant your feet into the earth and begin to walk back, coming down one vertebra at a time. Inhale, bring your knees to your chest. Exhale, hug them in just a little bit closer. Drop your feet down to the mat. And we'll come into a supported bridge pose. Plant both palms. And inhale. Extend your hips to the sky. Grab a block. And support your hips just above your glutes near your sacrum. Press all four corners of both feet into the earth. Feel engagement through the inner thighs and the outer thighs. Bring the low belly into your body. If it's accessible for you, bring the navel towards your back. Inhale, send your arms above your body. Keep breathing. Drop your hands down to the earth and remove the block. Bring your hips back down. Walk your toes together and towards your glutes. And if it's accessible for you, bring your soles together and drop your knees down, and we'll come in to Supta Baddha Konasana. If you notice, I'm moving some blocks underneath my hips or underneath my knees to support my Supta Baddha Konasana. You can choose to do that, or you can just take the pose without assistance. Extend your palms to the sky. Feel relaxation through the shoulders. Keep breathing. Notice anything that you're still holding on to that's not serving you. As you exhale, can you release it? Press the feet together. Inhale, extend through the crown. Drop the shoulders down. Exhale. Release. Grab your knees with both hands and press them back together, and we'll come back to center. Inhale, bring your knees to your chest. And the exhale, bring them just in a little bit closer. If you have blocks around you, you can go ahead and move those. When you're ready, inhale, bring your knees in, and exhale. We'll grab the outsides of our feet and come into happy baby. Go ahead and relax, moving back and forth on your mat. Keep breathing. When you're ready, bring your feet back to center. Bring your knees together. Drop your feet down to the earth. And drop your hands down. As it's comfortable, go ahead and drop your legs down. And we'll come into our final pose of the evening, Shavasana. Drop your shoulders down. Begin to feel relaxation being generated from the core out. If you'd like to follow along with the Shavasana, you can continue to listen and we'll remain here. I will bring us out. If you happen to see me sitting up, pay no attention. Just remain in Shavasana. When you're ready, inhale, start to generate relaxation from the core to the chest, to the legs. Inhale, and exhale, release through the arms, through the legs, to the calves, to the forearms. When you're ready, begin to lose yourself in your breath and relax your toes and finally your fingers. Begin to quicken your breath. Start to feel movement in your toes and your ankles and your wrists. Feel movement in your arms and your thighs. Start to feel movement in your chest and your core. As you're ready, come back to center. And when you're ready, drop your knees onto your right or your left side. And as you're ready, press up into the earth, coming into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, send your arms up. And exhale, drop down into a prayer pose in front of third eye center. The light in the teacher in me acknowledges and appreciates the light in the teacher in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Alan. I'll be around for a little bit. I'll see you tomorrow.